Can I make $1,000 or more in 1 week driving for Uber and Lyft full time? What's up, YouTube? So the results are in. I finally tested the waters and drove from July 25th to July 31st, which is a whole complete week, driving full time for Uber and Lyft. And my results came out to $998. To me, that's close enough. And my journey doesn't really start till August. To me, it was just to validate that if I could make $1,000 in my market, which is San Antonio, Texas, and I could. My online time was 47 hours. My book time was 29 hours. So 47 hours, making 998, that's about 21 an hour, and it's kind of alright-ish. But if you're considering just book time, which is actual work time, it comes out to 34 hours or $34 in 29 hours, which isn't bad. To me, this was my first week doing full time for Uber and Lyft, and I wanted to test the waters, and it was a lot of wait time. My online time was 47 hours compared to book time. The difference between the two is 18 hours. 18 hours of just waiting for rides. It got so slow to a point to where in between times, I drove all the way home, laid in my bed, almost fell asleep until I got a ping for a ride request. It was about like almost an hour to 2 hour wait until I got a ride, and I was like, wow, it's really slow. I've had some slow days, and it was very challenging to stay focused. And I did some research with some local Facebook Uber Lyft groups for San Antonio, and there's a common ground that it's really slow. I've seen a lot of other drivers mention that it is slow this time of the year every year. And yeah, I agree. So, but it's still very possible to make 1,000 per week. I could actually push it to the max because I didn't really go gazelle intense every day. I would probably say 6 hours a day. If you think about it, 29 hours of actual book time is not really, that's not even considered really full time, but the 47 hours online time was still, that's considered full time, but it's a challenge. It's slow season right now from our market, my market at least, Texas, and trying to figure out a strategy on how to overcome these slow times. I was reading into and stumbled across an idea. It's called Gig Hustlers app, who hops from app to app. They pretty much have all the apps when it comes to all the hustles: Instacart, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Lyft, Uber, and what they do is they have all apps logged in all at the same time, and they see, so pretty much you have all the apps that you're on, and they're pretty much bidding for you to see, and you're picking and choosing which is the most beneficial at that time, which job you want to take at that time, whether it's an order, a delivery, or picking up a rider. And to me, that seems very interesting. I'm not too familiar with like Instacart, DoorDash, or even Amazon Flex. But from the due diligence I've been doing, people are making killing, and it might be an optimal move for me to overcome slow times Because if you think about it, I'm limited to just Uber and Lyft. But if I add Instacart or DoorDash, now I have other options that opens my other opportunities. I'm not limited to just one market. I have 4 potential markets that's available to me. And that makes sense, but I just have so much more experience in Uber and Lyft. I don't know if I'm willing to become a noob in other apps, but I see it working for other people and I might consider. But as of right now, for Uber and Lyft, as long as I'm getting bonus challenges, I can comfortably make 1,000 a week. For this upcoming week, first week of August, where my journey begins, I get a bonus challenge for 188 this week after complete, I think, around 70 rides, and that's gonna help me get 1K pretty easy. So I'm not stressing about it right now. I'm just going week by week, and this week looks like it's gonna be a good week for me. Especially when school starts, that's when it starts picking up again in my market when it comes to Uber and Lyft. And yeah, especially from fall to winter time, that's when it gets more traffic coming in when it comes to passengers. And I'm looking forward to that. I make a killing every year, at least part-time. I'm doing this full-time, and I think I'm gonna do better than I am, at least for this past week. Yeah, that waits 18 hours of wait time, man. It's a challenge mentally, because like you're just sitting there and you become chill, you become relaxed, and you start getting unmotivated, and so it's gonna be a challenge for me to stay focused. So I'm gonna start trying to think of optimal ways to overcome that challenge, whether it's looking into other apps or I don't know. Right now, how I overcame this week, I just listened to motivational audiobooks and podcast, and it helped. But there was a lot of dry times, and yeah, I think I'll be all right. But this is my first week of experience of being a full-time driver, and I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's not but regardless, I am committed to this goal of making $20,000 from August to December, and I'm gonna do it. This past week was just testing the waters and validating if I could do 1,000 a week, and I can. Yeah, so 1,000 a week for the next 5 months is gonna get me to 20,000, and yeah. So please subscribe to my channel if you have any recommendations or good strategies or anything to elaborate over what I just talked about. Please do comment that. Till then, y'all have a great week.